What's up, YouTube? I don't actually know if this build works yet, but here's a T16 Elder Underground C to test it. Some pulses, dual Call the Brotherhoods to convert all of it into cold with a lot of cold damage stiff on the tree. An Elementalist, so I can be an auto bomber. Oh, it appears to work. It's a bit laggy. Just a little bit. I'm also not sure how the single target's gonna be, but looks like it doesn't really matter that much. Appears to work pretty well. I gotta get used to casting phase run. It's weird. I'm not used to that. It's basically an auto bomber, but it's like a weird take on it. I'm also using the new minion keystones on the tree, so I can convert like the generic damage increases for minions onto my cold damage stuff. This is kind of hard to scale heralds. You kind of have to do something like that. And I'm missing a chance, I'm missing a bunch of stuff, but that'll come later. I don't even have MTX on, like that's how fast this character is put together. It's a brand new character. It's pretty great. But if it can crunch T16s this easily, like this should be fine. I'm sure it looks pretty cool with MTX. You more or less just run around. Like I don't do anything. I just phase run around, keep my class up. It's easy. My Herald of Thunder kills a lot of stuff too. Let's go laugh at this single target. Is she frozen or dead? Oh. It's a guardian. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we don't do the boss. Easy. I have avoided the problem entirely. Great job, me. I like how everything's perma-frozen. It's kind of nice. But yeah, I am wearing some Legacy ES gear, obviously, so you're probably not going to be able to make this as CI in League as easily, but life base should be fine. And I'll fine-tune this a bit more. I just wanted to like see if I could make this concept work. It's so laggy. But it's cool. It's a cool build. Let's do a quick overview of it. This is not a build guide by any means. Keep that in mind. I don't know what I'm doing. So we are Elementalist, Pledge of Destruction for area and elemental damage, and then Mastermind of Discord, Herald of, so you get Cold Pen with Herald of Ice, Lightning Pen with Herald of Thunder, which we both have, and we get Reduced Reservation and Increased Effective Heralds, using Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice, and Discipline at the moment. We also take Shaper of Desolation and Beacon of Ruin to help us prolif our free Shocking Knights to everything, so that we can freeze the screen and then blow it up with Herald of Ice and Herald of Thunder. We are Witch, lots of ES nodes, lots of ES, a bunch of area damage, area effect stuff. I took the entire cold damage wheels to scale our cold damage on Herald of Ice, as well as because we're converting Impulsa's shock explosion to cold damage, it scales that as well. CI, so we're full energy shield. You could do this as light based as well, but this is what I got lying around. I took this. I don't have any way to leech yet. I'm thinking I want to get the leech enchant on Abberath's Hooves, so that I can leech there, but I currently don't have any leech, so this might not be important at all. Some more generic LE damage stuff here. Spell damage scales are Abberath's, the Abberath Fury. Then I needed a ton of all resistance on stuff, so I got all res here and here. And then I take mini damage node. This is interesting. So this node right, where is it? This node right here, increases and reductions in mini damage also affect you. So anytime I take a minion damage node, I'm getting that damage. So this is 25% damage for 2 nodes, which is pretty solid. Took a bunch of LE damage stuff here. Again, I needed resist, so I took resistances here. LE overload, because we're a non-crit build. This is just free damage, whatever. More ES, some skill effect duration so that our Herald of Thunder lasts longer and our phase run lasts longer. You could possibly drop this, but there's a 15% minion damage node here, so I grabbed that on the way as well. A bunch more minion damage nodes for some scaling. We also get some attack speed here, but I don't use any attack speed, so whatever. Area damage stuff, spell damage for the Abberaths, elemental damage for everything. ES, global pen, and some damage against shocked, frozen, ignited enemies, which we have everything all the time. The minion damage wheel, of course, for even more minion damage. Do I need? Yeah, 20% damage. Reduced reservation, so we can have more auras. And Zeltos, so we have a little bit of life regen. I'm not sure if I want to go the leech route or the life regen route yet. As you can tell, I don't really know which one I'm doing yet. Using the cannot be stun thingy, and probably shouldn't use that because I don't have life last. Let's use this one for phase mitigation. And then gear-wise, Doriani's generic LE damage scaling, so we can just like scale our Abberaths as well as our Herald of Ice, Herald of Thunder, all that good stuff. They're not spells, you need generic damage or LE damage. You could use a minion damage weapon with this node. One of the crafted minion damage weapons would actually be pretty solid for this. And the rest of it's just like ES gear basically. So Impulsas, so we can shock and explode enemies with that. Call the Brotherhoods, so you can convert some of that lightning damage to cold so that Impulsas can freeze, shock, and ignite, all that good stuff. Abberath Hughes, which is our engine, so we touch something with Abberath, everything dies. ES gear, life, or ES resist, ES resist, ES resist, ES resist, energy shield recovery rate if you can get it. Amulets, just stats basically. This jewel has generic damage if you killed recently, which again, generic, so because it's not a spell, it's not an attack, you gotta have generic. Onslaught on kill, so we run faster, energy shield. Then all of my jewels on the tree are like ES resist area damage basically. ES resist area. ES resist minion damage, which works for us. Minion damage ES jewels are pretty expensive though, so that's gonna be rough because of how popular they are. But yeah, I mean, it's just pretty generic. I got a Basalt Flask with freeze, bleed sulfur, so give us some more life regen and generic damage. Quicksilver, curse immune, quartz flask, so we can walk through things, and then a wise oak. We want it to be cold pen, so make sure that this number is cold, or highest. Make sure that this number is the highest so you actually get that cold pen. Which, yeah, 56% cold pen. It works, I believe. Yeah, there it goes. If you can make them all the same, then you get pen and reduced damage taken for all three elements, but I don't have that. So let's see what we gotta do next. Gem links, quickly. Herald of Thunder is linked to Discipline and Enlighten. Phase runs linked to increased duration. I have a Orb of Storms with Curse on Hit Elemental Weakness for single target boosts, and then increased crits to proc early overload. This probably isn't needed. What else? Flame Dash, faster casting, and Enhance, just to make it recover faster. You see how fast that recovers? I don't use it much, so that's probably also not needed. Doesn't matter that much. Abberath is the same as Whispering Ice or Namahu's. Any gem socketed in the Abberath scales with the Abberath, right? So I have it linked to, because it's an area fire damage scale that has really high damage effectiveness. You give it added lightning, you give it added cold, so it can shock and freeze, whatever. And I have hypothermia, so it gets damage against chilled and frozen enemies. And then Conk Effect for just more area damage, generic scaling, you know. And then for the Herald of Ice, that's linked to increased area of effect. Ice Bite for a bunch of extra cold damage, Frenzy Charge stuff. LE Prolift, so we can spread everything around. And then Innervate for more added lightning and shock chance. And then increased AoE and Cold Pen for that explosion to penetrate cold res even more. It's quite a bit of Cold Pen on the Herald of Ice. I'm not sure if it shows up here. Yeah, 84% Cold Pen on the explosions. That's pretty solid. Let's do another map here just to make sure that I'm not insane and this does actually work. Oh, we need to put, I know what we need to do. We need MTX. That's what we're missing here. We need some fancy MTX. Let's do Faith Guard and where's Celestial? I like Celestial Herald. Gotta wait for my mana to come back. Come on. And for Discipline, come on. There you go. Alright, let's go blow some stuff up. I've never played an auto bomber before this, but this is pretty stupid, and I like it a lot. Oh, I didn't pop that one. Wonder if it's the Enfeeble causing that to be an issue. I don't know. Jesus Christ. My frames, they're dying. My frame rate, it's so bad. All in all, pretty smooth though. You might need to figure out a way to not get stunned beyond just the Pantheon would probably be a good idea. But I don't think it matters that much. As if you're clearing maps like this, it's probably not relevant. just run around. Shit'll die. It's fine. Oh, they have this single target damage. It's incredible. Yeah, single targets are very bad. So probably do lower tier maps like red or like early reds or lower tier yellow stuff. Higher tier yellow, sorry. I would say like T8 to T12 would be fine. Unless you have really good gear and you can figure out how to make this scale better than I can. I think I'm doing okay though. I like the chains, they're really fun. Really laggy, but really fun. If I don't do another update on this character, I'm sorry, but we'll see. I may just end up linking the paste bin in the description. And then you guys can do whatever you want from there. But yeah, that'll conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. That'll be Demi out.